Hey everybody, I just wanted to make this quick video when it comes to service contract brochures and reviewing a brochure in the middle of your presentation. You always want to back up exactly what you're saying, right? Customers are going to trust and believe everything that you say about what the product covers and what it doesn't cover up to a point. Why not have it in black and white writing and show them exactly what you're talking about? Okay, so I want to do just a quick presentation on how I go over the brochure with the customer, and it usually starts off something like this. Well, Mr. Customer, the coverage that I'm going to quote you is going to cover everything that I showed here, okay, plus a little bit more. It being said that it's going to cover everything when it comes to the engine, transmission, okay, drive axle, front and rear wheel drive axle, depending on how the vehicle is equipped. It's going to cover the hybrid components if it's equipped with that. All right. It's going to cover the steering, suspension, brakes. The only thing with the brakes that I'm not going to cover is going to be the pads and the rotors, but everything else, like the more expensive items like your ABS, the hydraulics, the hardware, sensors, things of that nature are going to be covered under this coverage. It's going to cover your fuel injection components, electrical, air conditioning, right? Seals and gaskets, otherwise known as oil leaks. Okay, so that will be covered. Right. Now, the coverage that I'm actually going to quote you is what we call the platinum coverage. All right. This is the most comprehensive coverage that I have available. This coverage was designed for a modern car, which is exactly what you're getting. Okay. So this is going to cover all the high-tech components, the entertainment systems, the Bluetooth, the modules, the touchscreens, all of that stuff. Right. Now, it's also automatically going to come included with roadside assistance, which I know a lot of customers get that through their insurance company, but it does make sense that these two come together in case somebody doesn't have it. Okay. So in the event, if you do need roadside assistance, you need the vehicle to be towed, I'm going to come out and tow the vehicle for you to the nearest repair facility. It's winter time right now. We got snow coming down. So if you happen to be driving on the road and you slide off the road and you go into a snow ditch, I'm going to come out and extricate the vehicle out of that snow ditch. Okay. Extrication assistance is what's covered included in that. Flat tire assistance in the event, like a day like today where it's snowy, slushy out and stuff like that. Let's say you get a flat tire and you don't have the tools or you don't have gloves to be able to change their spare tire, or maybe you're in your work clothes, okay, and you just don't want to be out there. It's just too cold. I'm going to come out with the tools, reflective coating, the trucks, the light, while you're safe and warm inside your vehicle. And I'm going to put that spare on for you. Or you run out of gas, okay, on a day like today. Weather's terrible. Or maybe it's summertime. It's like 110 degrees outside. Instead of you walking 5 miles to go by that little red gas tank to put gas in a car, I'm going to come out and bring you gas. So you got to pay for the gas, but it's a lot better than walking, right? If you get locked out, I'm going to unlock the vehicle. And in the days like today, where we're moving cars around, brand new vehicles, it's cold outside, I can guarantee you this, that I do have a couple of vehicles that are brand new out there with dead batteries out there because of the cold weather. The cold weather causes the battery to be a little bit weaker. So if you do experience that, I'm going to come out and jumpstart that vehicle for you, the battery, to make sure that you're back up and on the road. Right. Now, this coverage is available nationwide, all throughout the United States at any repair facility. Okay. Through the United States, including Canada. So if you go to a different repair facility and they don't have a car for you to drive and your car is going to take 3 days to fix it, I'm going to automatically include a vehicle for you to drive because life still goes on. You still got to run errands. You still got to go to work. Still got to go pick up the kids from soccer practice or whatever that is. Okay. So the world doesn't stop when your car stops. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put you in a vehicle so you can still take care of all that stuff. And in the event, if you happen to break down and you're 100 miles beyond from the house, I'm going to pay up to $200 per day for maximum 5 days for hotel, meal, lodging, whatever it is that you're going to need during that time. But the only thing that I'm not going to cover within that time period is going to be wearable items. Like I mentioned earlier, the pads and rotors, spark plugs, maintenance related things like that. Anything on the exterior of the vehicle, like door seals, glass, body components, things of that nature, are not going to be covered. And then anything aftermarket, such as if you go to Best Buy and you swap out the radio for some unknown reason, then at that point, Best Buy would become responsible for that radio. Okay. So we would no longer have coverage on that. So this is going to cover two types of repairs in a repair spectrum. Cheap labor, okay, but expensive part, or, so let's just say like a navigation system where you got to pretty much just kind of plug that in and reprogram it, okay? So that's that. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, a cheap part, okay, expensive labor, such as engine transmission, where you have to tear apart half the engine or maybe the half or most of the transmission to get to a $3 seal and gasket, right? From there, I immediately go into my menu to show them exactly how much this is going to cost. But if you're going to try to sell a customer a couple $1,000s worth of a service contract, why wouldn't you have this in black and white in writing to back up and confirm exactly what you're talking about, what the customer's going to be spending money? Why would you not show this to a customer? Anyway, I hope that helps out. Have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.